Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Leetcode problem 520, detect capital in JavaScript. This is considered an easy problem, and I definitely would agree with that. This is probably one of the easier algorithms I've come across in a minute in Leetcode. So we need to define the usage of capitals in a word to be right when one of the capital cases holds. All letters in the word are capitals, like USA. All letters in the word are not capitals, like Leetcode. Only the first letter of the word is capital, like Google, with a capital G. Given a string word, return true if the usage of capitals in it is right. Okay. Pretty simple, right? So our test cases here, all capital USA is true. Flag with a capital F for the first letter and a capital G for the last letter is false. So we can really just kind of tackle each case, well, I don't want to say separately, but almost. Let's take, for example, okay, let's take const word, right? Yep. Word equals flag. Oop, I made a string. Flag. We're just going to use all capitals, right? Then we can create our function called func. And we're going to log into the console so we can see what's going on. Okay, so what we can do here, pretty simply, is we can just use an if statement, and we can take care of two of these cases really quickly. All we need to do is say if word is equal to word dot to uppercase, right? Because this method will make all the letters of word uppercase, right? So if word is equal to word dot to uppercase, we just return true. Oops, can't type today. Now we should see true in the console, and we do. Now let's imagine these are all lowercase. Well, we can just take all this, copy it, just use an or statement, and then make this lower, right? It's obviously the opposite. Now we should get true. Great. So that was fast and easy, right? We just took care of two scenarios right off the bat. So since we're returning something right after this if statement, right? If any other situation, the rest of the code's only going to execute unless there's some other situation happening here. So we're going to set the default return to be true. And I'll show you why in a second. So right now we're returning true. So then we can check if the first letter is capital, right? So if word at 0 equals word at 0, and I'm actually going to say to lowercase. Oops. To lowercase. So if that letter is a lowercase letter, we're going to return false, right? So let's go ahead and use the actual test case. So if I make that lowercase, we get false, right? And we don't need to worry about this scenario, right? Because if everything's lowercase, we would have already returned true here. Okay, so now that we have that in place, what we can do is we can loop through the rest of the word and check to make sure that there's no uppercase letters. Oops, crap. Right? So it's not lowercase anymore. So then we're going to move forward in our function, and we're just going to loop through word or for, and we can set I to be 1, not 0, because we already checked 0. Just say if I is less than flag word dot length. We increment it. Let's make sure we're getting all the right letters here. Console.log word I. We should see lag. We do. Okay, and then all we need to say here, I'm actually just going to grab this. Paste that in there, and then we can change this to I. So now we're checking to see if any of the characters are uppercase. Any of the other characters are uppercase. If they are, we immediately return false, right? So now with flag, we're getting false. So let's just recheck all the scenarios one more time for safety. USA should be true. It is. USA is all lowercase should be true. It is. Flag with the first letter uppercase. Huh. False. What did I do wrong? I got too cocky, I guess. Oh. Duh. This needs to be uppercase. I'm glad we checked that. Now we get true, okay? And then now we should be getting false. And we do. Cool. All right, let's copy all the logic. Let's bring it over to Leetcode. Paste it in, format our code, run the tests. Very good. Submit it. Fantastic. And it's fast. Love that. All right. Hopefully you found this video helpful and enjoyable. If you did, please like it. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate it very much. If you want to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again real soon.